killing intent through the screen.
Vera, whose voice is that?
I clamped a hand over the man's mouth. My brain spun.
Honey, I'm watching a teen drama.
Damon let out a cold laugh.
Sure.
My husband Damon Vance and I had a contract marriage. He was busy with work, didn't pay attention to me, even just came home a handful of times. That day I came home and saw him in a varsity football jersey. He looked young, quiet, and surprisingly well behaved. I scoffed.
What? Contract's almost up, so you want to suck up to me? You don't have to try this hard.
I didn't wait for his answer. I stepped closer, then closer, hands all over him. Damon went stiff. He let me, right when I was about to go further. A video call came in. The contact name said, Damon, my husband. The phone screen flashed wildly in the living room. The words Damon looked especially sharp. I lowered my head, looked at the man pinned under me. My brain short-circuited for a second. If the person calling was my husband, then who was I sitting on? Damon clearly saw the screen too. A flicker of shock crossed his eyes, then quickly smoothed over. I tried to stand. He used a little more strength, pressed me back down. His breath hit my collarbone.
Honey, pick up. Why aren't you picking up?
That voice, those features, that bone structure. There couldn't possibly be a second person. Other than being a decade younger, he looked exactly like Damon. Was this some weird new game of his? I took a deep breath and slid the call open. Damon's mature, cold face appeared on the screen. 30-year-old Damon. Every line of his face carried the pressure of years in boardrooms. He frowned slightly. His eyes scanned me through the screen.
Vera, where are you? Why are you breathing like that?
My heart jumped. I steadied my voice and lied.
At home. Just finished yoga.
Damon stared at the background on my screen.
Why are the lights off?
I was about to say I forgot to turn them on. The young man underneath me suddenly moved. He didn't just move. He pressed himself up into me on purpose.
Babe, my leg's going numb.
A heavy, breathy moan went straight into the microphone. The air went dead silent. On the other end, Damon's eyes turned to ice. I could feel the killing intent through the screen.
Vera, whose voice is that?
I clamped a hand over the man's mouth. My brain spun.
Honey, I'm watching a teen drama.
Damon let out a cold laugh.
Sure. My flight gets in at 10 tomorrow morning.
The call cut. I was furious and humiliated. I threw the phone aside and grabbed the boy by the throat.
Who the hell are you?
He wasn't bothered at all. He casually grabbed my wrist.
I'm Damon Vance.
He paused. His voice was full of swagger.
20-year-old Damon Vance.
10 minutes later, every light in the living room was on. I sat in the single armchair, arms crossed. 20-year-old Damon sprawled across from me, his jersey hiked up to show a strip of stomach. He looked exactly like my husband, just younger, greener. His hair wasn't slicked back like a businessman's. It was a messy black cut, college boy's hair. He wasn't steady or controlled. He was electric. His eyes were full of curiosity and bite. I spent a full 10 minutes accepting the absurd fact of a time slip. The boy in front of me really was Damon, 10 years ago. He'd been walking home from practice, cut through a tunnel by the field. Then, when he came out the other side, he ended up in my living room.
So, you're my future wife?
Young Damon looked me up and down. His eyes were shameless, direct. That kind of in-your-face interest only a 20-year-old boy can pull off.
Legally. We signed the papers.
He let out a snort.
Future me's got decent taste. But damn, he's living rough. He stuck you in this soulless box?
He pointed at my empty, minimalist living room.
What's wrong with him?
I didn't know what to say. My marriage with Damon really was lifeless. Business merger, mutual benefit. 3 years in, we were the perfect couple in public. Behind closed doors, we were roommates with a shared lease. He ran his cross-border deals. I ran my art gallery. The fact that we had nothing to talk about wasn't even the main symptom. The main symptom was that we barely slept together. Twice a month was a good month, and only when his schedule was light. Big Damon always felt rigid to me, boring as hell. I looked at this young Damon, all energy and snark. Suddenly, it felt interesting.
You'll find out for yourself. I mean, in the future. But you, that little stunt earlier, what were you doing?
Young Damon scooted closer. His scent hit me. Young, alive.
Just wanted to see how pathetic 30-year-old me turned out.
His voice was full of open contempt.
Married and leaves his wife alone every night? If I were him, I'd be too embarrassed to even check in by video.
I couldn't help it. I laughed out loud. He stared at me with big eyes. His voice softened.
Babe, he's pretty boring, isn't he?
Snake. Pure, manipulative little snake. This kid was already this good at 20. I reached out and ran my hand through his hair. It was soft. Just the right texture. I played along.
He really is boring. So what do you think I should do?
Young Damon's eyes lit up.
He said he's coming home tomorrow morning, right?
He flipped the script, caught my wrist.
Tonight I'll keep you company. I promise I'm way more fun than that old man.
That night, we didn't do anything. Young Damon was only 20. I wasn't enough of a monster to touch a kid that age. But he was fun. He pulled me into an all-night gaming session. He laughed at me out loud when I lost and got mad. When I got hungry, he ran into the kitchen and made me a bowl of pasta.
Babe, try my cooking. Spaghetti with my special sauce. It's bomb.
I watched him moving around the kitchen. Something shifted in my chest. 30-year-old Damon never went near a kitchen. He'd just have his assistant order the highest-end Michelin delivery, or take me to some elegant rooftop fine dining. Too busy to be there? Just hand me a black card and call it done. At first, looking at the numbers in the account, I'd swallowed it down. So what if it was a sexless marriage? A few more years of saving, and I wouldn't need to work at all. Honestly, plenty of women would kill for this kind of life. And Damon was cold, yes, but the man was flawless to look at. I'd never really paid attention to other men before, but now I had a point of comparison. It had been a long time since I'd felt this kind of clumsy, warm, eager-to-please attention. Cute and passionate. The pasta was done. Young Damon brought the bowl over and set it in front of me.
Eat up. Personally made by yours truly. Outsiders don't get this treatment.
His voice was smug. I took a bite. It was actually pretty good.
You've got skills.
Babe.
He watched me eat.
You're cute when you play. Way cuter than I expected for an older woman.
I stopped, shot him a cold look. He immediately threw his hands up.
Okay. My fault. But you tell me, that 30-year-old me, does he ever time to hang out with you?
His tone was a little off. I didn't catch it.
At 30, you're a CEO, busier than a surgeon. Never mind hanging out. He barely comes home. Who knew 20-year-old you would have this much life in him?
Knew it. He's just an old man with money.
He leaned in. His voice dropped low, tempting.
Forget about him. Be with me. I'm young. I've got energy. I'll satisfy you. Every night.
A month later, I married Damon Whitmore. A year later, we had our first baby, and now I was pregnant with our second. Honestly, if it had not been for Damon's family memorial, I never would have set foot back in this country, and I definitely would not have run into Ethan.
Madden's baby needs a dad on paper. I'll marry you once my divorce is final.
Everyone thought I would swallow my pride and wait another month. After all, I had already waited 7 years. But that night, I left the country for an arranged marriage. I vanished from his world completely. 3 years later, I returned with my husband for a family memorial. My husband had something urgent to handle at the last minute, so he asked his local branch to send someone to pick me up. I stepped out of the airport and froze. Behind the wheel was Ethan, my ex-fiancé.
Ethan, isn't that your obsessed ex?
Isn't that Natalie?
See? I told you guys she would come crawling back. Natalie disappeared for 3 years. Not a call, not a text. And now Ethan finally has money, and look who suddenly found her way back. She probably spent every night stalking his socials and crying into a cheap pillow.
Natalie, if you're trying to stage a dramatic reunion, sweatpants were a bold choice. Couldn't you at least brush your hair first? Or did life without Ethan's get so bad you stopped trying altogether? You look like you came here to ask for a favor, not make a comeback.
It was true. I used to spend hours getting ready for Ethan. Full makeup, tight designer dresses. I always made sure I looked absolutely perfect for him. But I didn't need to do that anymore.
I'm pregnant, so my husband won't let me wear makeup. He wants me to dress however feels best. He even has this plain-looking loungewear custom-tailored for me in Paris.
Listening to them mock me, it suddenly clicked. They had only read the name on the corporate dispatch. They had no idea the VIP they were picking up was me, a former acquaintance of mine.
Anyway, it's nice having you back. Ethan actually spent years hunting for you and asking all over about...
Ethan's face stiffened for a second. Then he acted like nothing happened.
Madison's kid starts preschool next week. From now on, you're in charge of drop-off and pickup.
He was still incredibly arrogant, but I was not that naive little girl anymore. Seeing him only filled me with annoyance. I did not want to waste another second on them. When I was just about to tell them exactly who I was...
Natalie, don't blame Ethan for this. He's only trying to look out for you. You disappeared for 3 years. Who knows what kind of shady things you had to do to survive? Look at you. Life really chewed you up. Ethan even wanted to give you a job as my personal secretary, but clearly, that would be too much for you. Don't worry, being my nanny is honest work. No one's gonna look down on you for that.
All right. Natalie, drop the attitude. You clearly couldn't make it on your own, so stop making a scene. Take care of the kid and learn your place. Don't worry. We still have a spare room for the nannies downstairs. Natalie, look how good Ethan is to you. He's giving you free room and board. Isn't babysitting better than whatever life you've been scraping by on? Hurry up and say thank you.
Don't worry, dear. If my son acts up, I'll make sure he behaves. I won't let anyone give you a hard time.
Give me a break. Who's giving her a hard time? She disappeared over one tiny misunderstanding. If life got rough out there, maybe she needed the lesson.
Hearing that, my heart actually skipped a beat. Even now, he still thought doing the City Hall wedding registration with Madison was only a tiny thing. The Ethan who used to love me was truly dead. He was no longer the boy who carried me across town, but whatever that love had been, it was all in the past. After all, I was about to give birth to my second baby anyway.
Aren't you here to pick me up? Let's go.
The scene went quiet for a moment. Several people exchanged looks. Then they suddenly burst into laughter. Madison laughed like I had told a joke.
Waiting for you? Do you even deserve that? Read the sign. We're waiting for Mrs. Whitmore. Do you even know who that is?
Mrs. Whitmore is the lady of the Whitmore family. She is Damon Whitmore's lawful wife.
And Mr. Whitmore is a ruthless billionaire. But in private, he is deeply devoted. People say he refused to get married back then because he was waiting for her. Everyone in our circle knows this. Don't bother sucking up to Damon. Suck up to Mrs. Whitmore. She is his entire world.
Listening to them gossip about my marriage, I could not help smiling. After 3 years of marriage, Damon's business had grown bigger and bigger, and his reputation as a fiercely devoted husband had spread everywhere. Madison had always wanted to stand above me. She would never miss a chance to show off in front of me.
To spoil his wife, Damon Whitmore once bought a diamond bracelet at Christie's. It's called Eternal Heart. It costs $20 million.
Mrs. Whitmore is literally the most envied woman on earth. That's the exact same bracelet.
It's a pretty good fake. What broke delivery guy bought you this? A cheap knockoff as a gift? Pathetic.
It really is a high-quality fake. Way better than the replica I bought, but I'd never wear mine in public. That would be humiliating. Foreign knockoffs really are something. The weight almost feels real. Wait, don't tell me you're saying you're the real Mrs. Whitmore.
Natalie, are you seriously claiming you're the legendary billionaire's wife?
Natalie, why don't you sell me this fake? I'll pay you double whatever that broke delivery guy paid. Give that back right now. Damon gave that to me.
Shut your mouth!
Natalie, are you trying to get us both killed? You think you can just casually drop Mr. Whitwell's name? Are you trying to drag me down with you?
Do you have any idea how hard we fought for this airport pickup? Mr. Whitfield bought out Ethan's company last year. Now all of us depend on him to survive. The only way Ethan keeps his position is if we impress Mrs. Whitfield. And you're out here spreading insane rumors about knowing him? Are you trying to ruin Ethan's career? Don't push your luck.
Natalie, you ungrateful little... Ethan was kind enough to keep you off the street. I know you're bitter about the past, but trying to wreck his career just to get back at him? That's sick.
Hearing her say that felt exactly like 3 years ago. No matter what I did, Madison twisted it. She would feed Ethan her poisoned version of the truth. In the early days, he used to defend me, but by the end, he always took her side, just like right now.
You're such a bitter, jealous woman. For the sake of what we used to be, I'll let this slide. Take the cash. Go buy yourself something decent to wear. If you really don't want to nanny Madison's kid, I'll pull some strings and get you a proper job next week. Don't worry. Ever since the Whitmore acquisition, this kind of money is pocket cheese to me.
No, thank you, sir. I don't take handouts from strangers.
Natalie, I gave you money and you still refused?
What do you mean?
I'm a stranger to you?
Since we've already broken up, it's better not to have any contact. Otherwise, people might misunderstand.
The company is holding a dinner for Mr. Whitmore in 3 days. I plan to take you there to see the world, but you need to buy a proper outfit first. Don't embarrass me when the time comes.
There really is no needed.
Natalie, you really have learned some attitude. Sure, and poor always have the worst piece, and you don't want to go? Forget it. I'll take Madison.
Ethan, I'll behave well. I absolutely embarrassed me.
I did not want to keep getting tangled up with them.
I hope that in 3 days you can still be this confident.
I practically sprinted out of the arrival terminal. The fresh air outside finally pushed down the nausea churning in my stomach. My mind flashed back to 3 years ago.
This is the best choice for our family. You have to accept.
Natalie, don't be childish. It's for your own good.
I will never marry someone I don't love! Ethan, just elope with me.
Let's leave here. Her child needs a legal father. I will divorce Madison in a month, then marry you.
Watching him hold her hand and walk into that clerk's office, I was completely done. I flew overseas for a blind date that very night. A month later, I married Damon Whitmore. A year later, we had our first baby, and now I was pregnant with our second. Honestly, if it had not been for Damon's family memorial, I never would have set foot back in this country, and I definitely would not have run into Ethan.
You said you wouldn't come, but your body is honest. If you want to chase me and make me turn back, you at least need to make me happy. For an occasion like today, you need to dress properly. Only then can you match my status. Natalie, I'm talking to you. Did you hear me? Our seats are right here. Where do you think you're going?
Those are your seats. My seat is over there. Natalie? Tonight's Miss Witter's first public appearance. This year, this Witter dare you wear that bracelet.
Wait, is that the eternal heart bracelet?
The one Mr. Whitworth bought for his wife?
Tonight is Mrs. Whitworth's first public appearance. Is this woman trying to insult Mrs. Whitworth? She snuck in? She trying to embarrass us in front of Mr. Whitworth?
Excuse me, Ethan. Is this young lady with you?
No, I don't know her.
Take that fake bracelet off and get out.
Are you sure you want me to leave?
What are you pretending for? Stop acting like you're important. Hurry up and take off the bracelet.
When I said too rushed, I meant a ceremony like that isn't worthy of you.
I only then saw the red roses in his hand. He went down on one knee.
I'm Lucian Sterling. I've wanted to mate with you for a long time, but I won't let you sign yourself away in a place like this, like it's nothing.
He slid the ring on my finger.
Keep the ring. The wedding I'll redo. The proposal I'll redo. But we sign right now.
The day we planned to register our mating, the number soon got called. My fiancé Kyle yanked the bloodline folder out of my hand and pulled Chloe up to the counter instead.
Let Chloe sign first. She's carrying my pup. The Sterling bloodline can't be born a bastard. You two are besties, right? Really matter who I mate with?
Chloe leaned into his chest, blushing. The clerk handed over the mating license. Kyle finally remembered I existed. He ruffled my hair.
Relax. To the outside world, you're still Mrs. Sterling. After she gives birth, the pup gets registered under your bloodline, saves you the pain of bearing one yourself. Even for both our family's sake, I won't humiliate you.
He thought I'd cave like always, cry and beg him not to leave. I just smiled, turned around, and grabbed his older brother by the wrist.
Lucian, our turn.
I slapped my bloodline folder on the counter.
You two are brothers, right? Does it really matter who I mate with?
The whole registry went dead silent. Eyes ping-ponged between the three of us.
Do you even know who he is? Lucian Sterling, my blood brother. You think he'd ever mate you?
Chloe peeked out from his arms.
Selena, sweetie, I know you're hurt, but you can't just throw yourself at anyone. He's the Sterling heir. Don't embarrass yourself.
The friends around us started whispering. Someone laughed under their breath.
Can't land the younger one, so she's going for the older one? The Vance princess really knows how to swing low.
I ignored them and looked at Lucian. His eyes were so dark. 3 years ago, the first time I walked into the Sterling estate, I ran straight into Lucian in the hallway. I looked up, panicked. The way he looked at me was strange. Then he dropped his lashes fast and it was gone. After that, Lucian helped me out a few times. I blacked out alone at a bar once. I woke up in his penthouse. I got cornered on a business deal. He stepped in and handled it. Then, this time, I was in trouble again. I forced the words out.
Would you? I have 80% of Vance Industries and both your family's contracts. If you sign with me, I can hand all of it over. So, would you?
Kyle's voice tightened.
Lucian, don't listen to her. She's lost it.
Lucian avoided my gaze.
Too rushed.
Then he walked out, didn't look back, and left me alone in utter disgrace. Kyle stepped in close. He grabbed a fistful of my hair and shook it like he was scolding a bad dog.
That's my brother's polite way of rejecting you. You actually thought he wanted you? Selena, you've been simping after me for how many years? The whole pack knows you can't live without me.
These words unlocked something in my head. Right after Kyle graduated, he came to me about starting a pack venture. I sold the penthouse my mother left me and wired him every cent. No equity, no paperwork, just for love. He turned that money into a fortune. But in the second round of funding, the lead investor wouldn't sign. I went behind Kyle's back, set up a Vance name dinner, and drank until my stomach bled. The investor signed. The night Kyle closed the round, he had a few drinks, pinned me against the wall, and kissed me all night long.
Selena, why are you so good to me?
I was just glad I could help. Everyone in our circle knew it. To my face, they called me devoted. Behind my back, I was the Vance family disgrace. My mother screamed at me about it more times than I could count.
Your father's reputation is in shreds because of you.
I didn't get it back then. I thought loving someone wasn't shameful. Hearing simp come out of his mouth, I realized I was a joke. Kyle saw my face and smiled, almost gently. His thumb brushed my cheek. That's when I realized I was crying.
Don't cry. People will think I did something to you.
He sighed.
Selena, you love me too much. I can't bring myself to really hurt you. So behave. I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want your parents losing face. You get me?
Kyle was like hard liquor. First sip burned, but you kept drinking until you were too gone to know you were dying. He pulled out a red mating license and shoved it into my hand. A photo of him and me on the front. Names, ID numbers, even the registry seal. But I saw it was fake at a glance. The face in the photo was mine, but the small mole just below the collarbone wasn't. That mole belonged to Chloe. Kyle had just grabbed a photo of him and Chloe, slapped my face over hers. He didn't even bother forging it properly. Chloe nestled into his arms, playing the bigger person.
Kyle didn't want you to lose yours, so he had this fake license made up. Show it to your parents when you go home, Selena.